Hello everyone, Nathan Wells here, and welcome to another episode of Pixelated Pickaxe. I'm here on my private multiplayer server again, and today I'm going to show you the greenhouse that I made. Now the greenhouse is connected by our rail system that we set up, so I'm going to grab a minecart, and to get to the rail system, it's on the green line, which you can see over there. I'm going to set the minecart up and take note of the signs. The way I set up the arrows is if it's pointing one direction and then down, it means it's the button on the other side of the column. So that would be this button right here to go left. I want to go straight, so I want to hit that button, but of course I need to get in the minecart first. So let's hit that button, and we went straight. Now, since this seems a bit redundant right now, if for instance I mess this up, if I want to go to the left, I can hit this button and it makes me go all the way around again. And then I can either go over that way, take the blue line, or I can go that way to take the green line. So I want to take the green line, so I want to go left, which means I need to hit this button here. And then I need to go right, so I want to hit this button here. And going on the green line. So going through a tunnel. And over here, uh-oh, pig on the tracks. Will I hit it? Will I hit it? Ah, crap, I did hit the pig. Okay, well, that's the one problem with the animals. Yeah, so let's grab that cart. Of course, when I'm recording the video, trying to be all cool. And of course, now he's out of the way. Okay, well, let's try this. And push, get it, worked. So going slower than usual, but getting here and entering the greenhouse. Bam. So this is the greenhouse that I built. It is of my own design, the arches and stuff, but the mechanism, the way to get the wheat, I saw from someone else. I can't remember if it was Paul Source Jr. or someone else. I know there's been a lot of automatic greenhouse, automatic wheat gatherers, so I definitely cannot claim credit for the idea of automatically gathering wheat. But this is my setup. Looks like I missed weird. This is my setup. A while to perfect it, but you can see what we have here. The green line continues on. And let me out. Let me out. There we go. So it kind of ends, and it would like send you into a frigid lake. Eventually, I guess we'll expand outward over in that direction. But right now, the greenhouse is the end of the green line. You can climb up here to see the extent of the greenhouse. All of these resources, as usual, gathered legitimately. Lots of sand, lots of cobble, lots of smelting. It took a while to plan out the arches and get the angles right. I did waste some glass by some miscalculations, but all these torches up here are so that at night, hopefully, there's enough light for the wheat to still grow. Now this wheat's been fully matured for a long time, but I was just saving it for this video. Now let's see, where's my ladder? There it is. And crap. Okay, well, I guess we can go into it this way. Swan dive! To enter, you can enter this way as well. Let me in! There we go. Okay, so this is where I will retrieve the newly harvested seeds and wheat. There is a pressure pad here. It's not connected to anything. Eventually, I'm going to have it hooked up to a redstone wiring and some note blocks. But I kind of got tired of building this greenhouse. It took forever to build, and I just wanted to move on to new projects. So that's not doing anything right now. But this all works. Here you can see a nice kind of epic view of the greenhouse. We have right here under this pathway right here, and this pathway right here is actually a continuously flowing stream of water that starts all the way up here under the stone. And that is to irrigate the wheat, because you can have wheat up to 4 blocks away and have the soil irrigated and saturated with water. Any further away and you can still grow, but it won't grow as well. So these paths are just for access over here, And the middle path originally, the very middle one, the tracks originally just went straight down the path, but then I realized it was kind of difficult to access the middle part, so I had to go do some complex things, build it up this way, and had to build this path down this way so I could access the middle path, and just barely have enough headroom to walk down the middle of the greenhouse. So anyway, I have a lot of wheat. I didn't actually bother to calculate how many spaces there are of wheat. I mean, it'd be pretty straightforward. It's like 4 by something times something else, but I am not a math major. I'm a graphic design major, and all graphic design majors and all other art majors cannot do math. It's like a law or something. So anyway, over here I just have some supplies, storage. I have some hose and some wheat that I've left there, and a lot of seeds, and a bucket. And that bucket is in case I accidentally obliterate these water springs and have to fix it. And I can get my water over here. Originally, I had designed this where each time I'd have to fill up a bucket from the spring and then place the spring over here, pour some water over here each time and have it destroy the crops. Now I have it so I just destroy these sandstone blocks, which are a very soft block, and the water pours out and it knocks out the crops, so you get the crops and you get the seed, and they're all swept down to the bottom where I can gather them all at once. Now, to make this even more automatic, I'm waiting for the piston mod to become official, so then, with luck, I can just hook a piston up here and a piston up here, and then hook it up to some redstone, and activate the pistons, let the water flow down, and then deactivate the pistons and shut the water off without having to replace the blocks. I mean, I've got it as streamlined as I can right now, and I'm not complaining, but as more automatic as I can make it, I think that'd be fun. And I just enjoy seeing what I can make with Minecraft, like everyone else. Alright, so I think it's time to harvest this stuff. All you have to do is go over here and destroy a block, destroy a block. I can pick up the blocks at the end, and as you can see, it flows all the way down and eliminates all the wheat. This time I'll stay up here so you can see it. And look at that. Almost all of it's picked up automatically and will flow all the way down. I'll have to go up these paths to pick up the strays, but as that's flowing, I can go to the other 2 spots and release the water here. And the last bit. Now I have to keep this water flowing for a while so that all the wheat actually makes its way all the way down. Thankfully, Notch patched the game, or Jeb, and so the items that are caught in the water flow a lot faster than they used to. But it still takes a while. As you can see, it's still coming all the way down. It goes into the drain, and I'll just pick all this up here. Pop, 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 pop. It's like popcorn. And all the way up here. And you know what I should have done? I need actually some spare sandstone to block it, because I've noticed with the flow of the water, you can't really see it, but it creates some kind of static standing water, so a bunch of the items get stuck there until I stop the flow of these streams, and I forgot to get extra sandstone. So maybe, hopefully, some of it's down there already. And oh yeah, so here's a bunch right here already. And I want it. There we go. And let's see. That's not all of it. Oh, I only have 1 piece of sandstone. Dang it. Let me think about this. I've got to stop the flow of water. Do I have any other bricks or blocks? I cleared them all out so I could demonstrate. No, of course I don't. Well, there is a solution to that. I can just get rid of the water and put it over there. No, put it over there. And now normally I wouldn't be doing this. Normally I would just take the water and block it back off with the sandstone, but I forgot to get extra sandstone. So now that that flow is freed up, you can see those blocks are moving again slowly. Or they were moving again. You know what? I'm just going to jump down in there, because I know there's some sandstone in there. There we go, there's some sandstone blocks I can use. And go up here. And block it off. So I keep the springs there, and the water flows all the way down, and should free up some more blocks down here. Yeah, there you go. So I see a bunch of it moving with some more sandstone blocks. So as that's moving down, I'll go back up here and block off another spring. Oh, bit of lag, as usual. And hopefully there'll be 2 more sandstone blocks down there so that I can block up this last one. And pick that up. Let's see. Just 1 more block. Okay, well, I can always jump down there and pick that up. And climb out awkwardly. And block off this last one. And I hear a skeleton somewhere. Oh, whoa. Where'd that arrow come? Oh, that's not good. Huh, how did that happen? Did a creeper blow up? Okay, well, I've got to repair that. Did not see that. That's not good. Alright, so now that that's done, the flow is freed up. The last of the items are going down and down here, and I will just stand right here and take it all in. Alright, so that's from the 4 rows. As you can see, that is an incredible amount of seeds, and that's almost 4 stacks of wheat, which is a lot of bread and a lot of cake and a lot of cookies. So I have plenty of seeds to replant, and now that I have my last 2 sandstone blocks back in place, I can put those in place, and I can replace the water. So, future reference, I need to have spare sandstone blocks, and I need to repair that hole. Now I have a hoe here, and let's go ahead and put the wheat over here for storage. And let's put, I don't need the bucket anymore either. Let's take some seeds right here and let's plant. Now I need to fix those 2 spots, and I can just really quickly, in about 2 minutes or so, or even less, get this whole bed planted. This is about the only thing that's not semi-automatic now that everything's built. I still have to plant everything manually, and I don't think there's any other way that you'll ever be able to do that, but no complaints considering I don't have to harvest any of this wheat. It's actually a really great system, and as I said before, I did not think it up. I've seen many examples of semi-automatic harvesters, and I just ruined that spot, on YouTube. So kudos to all those guys and girls who have figured this out. A lot of cool things you can do with the flow of water and physics in this game. That's just really ingenious. So this greenhouse is fully functional now, and it feeds our tiny community well over. If you saw my previous video with the bakery, there's a lot of bread there, and that's why actually I hadn't harvested this crop for several days. And I'm not talking Minecraft days, I'm talking actual days of gameplay, because we have so much bread now. I really don't need to harvest that often, which is great. Alright, so as you can see, it doesn't take too long to fully replant all the beds, and usually by the time I'm done planting the last bed, the first bed is already starting to grow. Oh wow, even this bed is already starting to grow. And that's because even though since I'm planting at night, I have a lot of torches just hanging around. Now I'm not sure, whoa, and now it's raining. Now the only problem with the greenhouse setup is it blocks the rain, but I did the greenhouse for two things. First, I just wanted to absolutely definitely block out all mobs from spawning in here. I had a big trouble when I was building the greenhouse. I had already set up the rough layout of the fields and was doing some test planting to see how the physics of the water were going to work. And everything from pigs to creepers kept spawning and messing stuff up, including one creeper that blew up half my work, and this is before I had installed Big Brother or World Edit or anything like that, where I could roll stuff like creeper damage back. So that was not fun. So I decided to add the actual greenhouse to block everything out. I know that the rain helps crops grow faster, but considering that I have a huge amount of crops and already a big backlog of bread, there's really no big need for me to constantly be quickly harvesting crops. So there's no really reason for me to have a bunch of crops growing really fast. So now we have all these stacks of wheat, and I'll take those. A few of those stacks were from previous harvests that I had forgotten about. But there you go. There's my greenhouse. Already we have the crops growing up nicely. I'm not sure exactly how long it takes. I think 3 or 4 Minecraft days is typical. But yeah, here's the greenhouse in all its glory. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe got some inspiration from it. There's probably no reason for it to be this giant. In fact, probably one or two beds would have been enough. But I just liked the look of it. It was very impressive, and I think currently it's the biggest building, so to speak, on our private server. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.